Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. So the Missouri Tigers offense will take the field first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Hard-hitting tackle. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll run the option. Quick toss. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Powell. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Zings it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Hands it off. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second and goal, they go right back to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Simon. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Big guy smells it. He will be stopped. Couldn't turn the corner, and the defense makes the play. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Here comes the Texas offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCutcheon. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is...
There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it tough.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
On the direct snap, it's Simon. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Rush is on him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's a heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The sweet feet buy a little time, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Simon. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've all...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And now the ball is free in the end zone. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. It's complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Mississippi State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power. belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Huge loss on the play. The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The give to the tailback. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter?
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Running into the open space.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Powell. Very good. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to beat you.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Here comes the Texas offense. Finds his man. It's Butler. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Madison. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to punt it away.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give as they work on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Missouri will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They're still firing away even with this lead. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of